Is it it?
It certainly looks like it. Oh my goodness gracious.
Yeah, man.
We found Aerosmith's van.
It's history, baby.
Raymond's boots on the ground. He's animated. He's excited. This is cool.
I'm afraid to say how long it is, but it's like 40 years since we've been in this thing. I just flashed back to when we first started the band, because it was an amazing thing. You know, all of a sudden, here's this thing that we lived in. And it was like our dressing room. You know, it was like a rolling hotel. I'll tell you right now, I have a picture of the inside of this van with me in it.
Really?
Yes,
Get
I do.
outta here.
Yes, I do.
You
I have a
really?
picture of me inside this because it was in the Draw the Line book. There's a picture of me and Steven Tyler and Joey Kramer and Joe Perry inside the van from the back door.
Look at the windows.
That's cool.
Which one are you?
That's me with the long hair.
Oh, that's you right there.
Yeah, that's me. All right. Back when my hair was brown. We put the band together originally in 1970. I was around till about almost 1972. And then I left the band and I moved up to Maine. I wanted to be a hippie. And then about a year later, Steven called me up. He said, we just signed our first album deal. I want you to come back to work for the band. So I came back to work for the band, not as a musician, but as one of the guys in the organization. I decided, listen, I have a good idea. Why don't we start a merchandise company? I redesigned the Aerosmith logo to the one that we use today. And I went into the merchandise business with them. And that's what I did for about 8 years. So I was with them all together to about 1979, yeah. Look, 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 the rug. That's the rug, look, it's the rug. This is it, baby!
Cool.
Cool.
This is it. This is the Aerosmith van from 1970.
Raymond is so excited and so jacked up that he's like, dude, take a picture of me in the same spot.
Get the rug in.
There it is right there, man.
All right, man.
I mean, you couldn't even write this kind of stuff.
It's taken me back because, you know, I remember the van just the way it is like this. There was like 6 of us. There were 5 guys in the band and Mark Lehman, who owned the van. And we would play jobs up in New Hampshire. You know, we drive from Boston up to New Hampshire for $125. That after the gas and the tolls and the food in the back, you know, we'd all make like about $3 a piece, you know. And it just reminded me, you know, of the humble beginnings. And I look at where they've gone today, it's just amazing.
Look at
So
the paint.
who painted this?
Mark Lehman, who was the guy who owned the van, had a friend in Boston that was like an artist. So he decided to do an R-Crumb version of himself. And he
That's
came
like the
up,
Keep on Trucking.
Oh, that's
dude, or
him.
something.
That's him. That's Mark.
him?
That's,
That's the guy
that's
that
what he
drove-
looked like.
Oh,
Yeah,
that's what he looked like?
That's what he looked like, exactly.
Yeah.
No. In the song, which is bald as an egg at 18, that's what he's talking about. He's talking
Oh, he
about-
was 18 and
He's
bald?
talking, he's talking
Yeah.
about that. That's what he's talking about.
my
Yeah, yeah.
gosh.
Wow.
After I left the band, I heard a story that they had a falling out with Mark, and he just disappeared into nowhere, man.
Raymond's like, Mark took off. We had no idea where he was. And when he took off, he took the van. He owned it. And now, I guess this is where it's been all these years.
The whole thing just disappeared, you know, because like Joe and Mark were, you know, were good friends before we formed the band. This is definitely the van. There's no doubt about it. This is it.
Congratulations,
You
man.
found it, man. This is
Pretty
it.
cool.
all you need to hear, man.
Yeah.
A real important thing here is that is the first time that Aerosmith was ever written out. You know, we never wound up using the logo. You know, I mean, I myself designed the logo that we use today, but that's the first time it was ever written out.
Phil's getting awful quiet over there. I can see his eyes getting big. The wheels are spinning. It's hitting him.
How did you guys come up with the name?
Well, Joey Kramer, apparently when he was in high school, used to scribble names for bands, and that's one of the names that he came up with.
Aerosmith, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know,
So he had a vision of being in a band.
oh yeah. That's
He was spending his time in class writing names of bands down.
Exactly.
He was destined to be
Yeah.
a musician.
Exactly. It was meant to be.
When Raymond actually confirmed the fact that it was the real thing, the excitement in him got me excited.
I very much appreciate you coming out here on such a short notice.
I'm back in 1970 again, and I felt like, you know what, I had a lot of good times in this van, you know, and I'm glad that we found it.
It's like a day-to-day treasure hunt. I'm out there looking for rusty gold. I'm looking for the unusual and impossible.
It's back roads, it's dumpster diving, it's flea markets, it's people's homes.